Hello guys, so today I want to teach us this design which is under our necklace making course. We call it Desire, and it's such an interesting name. I know we're going to do this simpler type which you can still use to do the very first one. We're going to need some needle. I have this very slim one, and then I will use 0.3 for this work, some leftover black seed beads. I believe this one is 11, some press lock, some stoppers, and stoppers are actually metallic beads which you can press. I'm using this local beads for the finishing. So we start by cutting our thread. Depending on how long you want the finished work to be, you can cut a yard or more. Because this one is a shorter version, I'm cutting a shorter amount of thread. You thread your needle and then you start picking. You first pick one and then you lock it. This is what we call a stopper bead. So you pass your needle from the back of the bead and go forward. So this will lock the thread or the work so that your subsequent beads will not come off when you are beading. Remember to leave some extra, maybe 10 inches of thread, which we'll be using for the finishing at the end. Some of the beads can be quite big, so you will need to do it 2 times to ensure security. So this makes sure that when you are working, you can have one hand free. So pick, there's me trying to show you that it keeps the beads in place. I'm trying to shake it for you to see. Now with this work, we start with a number of beads. You can count it, but I like to eyeball it. If you count it, it will look very, pristine, more put together, very demure. So I'm just going to use my eyes. What you're going to do is to go through the beads upwards. You don't cross it. When you're crossing, the threads go in opposite direction. But with this one, the threads are going in the same direction. I'll show you how the crossing look like. So we're going to use 3 beads as spacer beads. This is going to space the previous loop of beads from the next loop of beads. So after you pick the spacer beads, then you pick your number of beads that you're going to use for the loops, okay? Over time, you see that I pick them together. I just remove the 3 from it and then loop my beads. So with this one, because I am picking them randomly, you see that some of the loops are bigger than other ones.